Robotic Process Automation. If you've never heard of it, you're gonna hear about it soon. Joining me today is UiPath CEO for Asia Pacific and India, Raghunath Subramanian. A little bit of background. They have just raised $153 million in a Series B funding round. This comes on the back of them raising about $30 million last year in April for $30 million. As you can see, they are hot on the heels of trying to grow into a multi-billion dollar valuated company. And here to discuss more on this is Raghu. Let's talk a little bit about the background of Robotic Process Automation, what it is, and why you're getting so much money from investors doing it.
Yeah, first of all, thanks for hosting me in this show. Really feel proud to be here, and always it's a great feeling to be in Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. Robotic process automation, in a simplistic term, is about automating the routine, manual, repetitive task that we do every day. Let's take an example of opening a bank account. Traditionally, what happens, somebody wants to open a bank account, they would be taking out a form, filling out the details of the form, provided there is no online option for them. So once this form gets filled, what people usually do is the verifier would be taking the details of this form and also supporting documents. They will key in these details into the source system, and then there will be multiple other systems where they have to key in, and usually it takes it could take from 1 day to 10 days, then finally the bank account number is generated. During this period, they also do something known as know your customer or customer verification, etc. What robotic process automation does is the entire processing steps that exactly I told you will be taught to a robo. The robo would be listening. The robo is nothing but a software algorithm packaged and deployed in a server or in a desktop. So once this gets developed, it will understand exactly all the steps that a human being is doing, plus you add upon the business rules that you need to follow as per the Reserve Bank or the central bank of that particular country, and then you also top it up with any other exception handling that you want to do. And what happens? The magic happens. So moment somebody wants to open the bank, they give these details. In a minute or two, you get the bank account number, and everything happens in lightning speed, thereby increasing the overall efficiency of the operation. The operation gets optimized. The bank becomes extremely competitive. Instead of depending on highly complex or talented workforce, you can use software robots to scale your business. That's a key.
I'm sure there's plenty of companies that have been trying to do this. Some of them have been doing it successfully, others have failed. What makes UiPath able to do this not only successfully, but extremely successful to a point where your company currently is valued at $1.1 billion?
Yeah, I think it's a proud feeling to be in that league, and it's not just about $1.1 billion. It endorses us as the largest enterprise RPA platform in the world. Our company, I would want to tread back to our history. The company was founded by technocrats who are extremely savvy and intelligent to produce best of the breed technology. Our CEO and founder Daniel Dines is from Microsoft, used to work in SQL Server product space, and it's put with this technical prowess that we bring to table, and also understanding how simple a solution should be when an end user is using it is what makes our solution very different. Everything about our solution is you can onboard yourself very fast. As far as UiPath platform is concerned, it's extremely easy to self-learn. We have something known as UiPath Academy, which I'll speak a little bit later, which powers a person to learn on their own and do. In enterprise, it's very rare that you will want to go with a closed book of secret where you don't know anything about it. People call it proprietary technology, so on and so forth. But as an organization, you would want to rely with someone who is very open, who is transparent, and who is ready to leverage your existing investment that you might have done on automation. And that's exactly what we bring to the table. If today you have already done an investment of say X amount of products in automation and you're running a digital transformation program, UiPath can plug in without disrupting your existing investments and keep on adding value.
The thing is, there is a reason behind people being proprietary about their own processes and software and technicians and operators. It's because they need to protect their own customer data. You're dealing with corporates that have multiple million accounts, retail customers, people like me, for instance, and there is a reason why they want to keep it proprietary. What is the push or the incentive for these kind of customers of yours to actually keep it open and try to share and learn together to improve on the algorithm?
Yep. So what we do is we don't want the proprietary algorithms to open up. What we do is our product is open and flexible. Okay. So we integrate with any of your system that you have, and robotic process automation is about human activity automation and presentation layer automation. You don't need to have an API level integration done with the system. So it is not intrusive, you are not exposing anything. Two robots would be running in your own secured data center or in your own highly secured infrastructure within your company. So none of the data goes out of your own organization. Thereby it works together extremely well, and it is more reliant, and it is more scalable in nature and extremely secure, because whatever is your organizational security principle, it is going to adhere to, and it always leaves an audit trail for every action it does.
Okay, taking away this discussion from the application of RPA and AI, let's talk about the business angle of UiPath. What kind of investors were involved in the Series B round?
So in Series B round, our existing investors participated, that is Axel, that is our existing investor, and also we had Early Bird, who is our existing investor. Apart from that, we had a interesting participation from KPCB. They are one of the top tier VC funds like Axel and Early Bird, and also Capital G, part of the Alphabet Group. They also participated in this round.
Many of these investors were also investing in early investors in Facebook, in Amazon as well. Do they smell something significant happening with UiPath?
I think the whole culture of this organization is what stands us apart. We always keep telling our core cultural value is humility, and we are one of the most easiest organization to work in the marketplace. We have never allowed success to hit our mind. Okay, and that humbleness is what is helping us grow, and the consistent investment over the last decade that we have done on our product. All these investors are solidifying the strength of the product, and they know we are here to make a difference.
The ability for a company to continue to stay up ahead is, of course, competition. Do you think that there is a competitor or a series of competitors nearby ready to push the game to another level for you guys? Or really you're the only guy there in town?
See, competition is always necessary in the marketplace. We are the largest enterprise RPA company, but there are a lot of new RPA product companies that keeps mushrooming, and I hope they do well. But mostly there are top 2 or 3 players where we are ruling the market currently. But what stands us apart is not only about this investment or the great clientele that we have got. Our consistent focus on maturing the product, innovating it more and more on a very focused manner. We do 2 major releases a year. We think about the future, shape of things to come, the invisible things, and see how we can bring that now without customers having to focus on those. That is what is helping us as a trusted partner for the customers.
What about the money that you have right now? I mean, $150, $1 million is a lot of money to spend. What are the areas that you are looking to invest in?
The major focus is going to be realization of our product roadmap, and how we are going to integrate machine learning, AI, cognitive component along with RPA into the digital operations of our customer. That is going to be a key area. So product innovation, clearly one. And the second bucket is going to be our business growth. As we are tremendously growing, we will be getting into newer countries. So we are going to open office in Amsterdam, we are going to open office in Munich, we are opening office in Houston, Seattle, Washington DC, and some major cities in Asia and India. The focus is always going to be in that. And we are always on lookout for the best of the breed, top-notch talent, and our investment would be going into getting onboarding them and that's something that is consistently going to be our focus. So these are 3 buckets that we'll be focusing heavily on.
And finally, towards the end of the interview, I want to ask you about taking or seizing the opportunity to become a thought leader in not just the comprehension of AI and its application in society, but your role as UiPath being a tremendous leader in this sector. Do you see a social responsibility to come and speak to the public about the benefits of RPA and perhaps manage the kind of risks that might be involved? Still, there are many skeptics out there in AI. Stephen Hawking is one of them. He keeps on warning us about the rise of the robots. Do you think that there is an opportunity for UiPath to seize on that social responsibility and educate the market on the application of RPA and AI?
Yeah, I totally agree. We have that responsibility, and I can very proudly say we are doing it in some shape and format. We have something known as community that I talked about. I think the most important thing is we have the opportunity to make a difference, and that's what your previous question was alluding to. So we'll be creating a lot of awareness among the people as to what is the best way to embrace RPA. RPA is here to stay, it is not here to affect anybody, and also countries like Malaysia, it can help the overall competitiveness of the country, help people upskill and contribute to the growing evolution of the market. So our focus would be on product innovation always. That is something that we'll be doing for next 2 months.
All right, thank you very much, Raghu. Thanks very much.
Thank you
again for coming
Pleasure
here.
being here.
It was
Thank
a
you.
very